Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, people, grand rising, everybody. It's a beautiful day. It's another beautiful Monday Madness. Oh man, we got so much going on. Ooh, let me turn my volume down. Oops. There's so much going on in the world. I'm just thankful that I got a good family and friends. Yes, I said family. Family is another word for friends that's just like family. And sometimes they're closer to you than your blood is, and it gets like that sometimes. But you know what? You would know that. You would know all of that if you would just boom, subscribe, boom, first of all, get Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Get this book, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. It's a definite something for the library. Definitely a good book. And then if you get this book and you get Molly Moss Sea Moss for a limited time, you get what? 15% off. And Molly Moss Sea Moss is delicious and nutritious and it's good for the body. I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you to go prescribe it for you, but I am a subscriber of it. I take it myself, and it does help me with my boost my immune system and everything. And it also helps me not be hungry. I don't know what's in it, or that fiber moving. That's a good thing. It gets your gut moving, your fiber moving. It lets you not be hungry and snackish. Because y'all know I love the snack. I might not eat a meal. You know, that's where the misconception come in at for some big people. They think you be getting down on a meal, but sometimes no, you don't eat the meal. You just snack a lot, and it depends on what you're snacking on. So yeah, it makes me less peckish. That's a word for you, peckish. But we got a good show for you today. It's Monday Madness. I got some sad stuff that I am going to talk about and that hits, and I'll also get some good stuff. So let's start with saying good morning to the panel. Good morning, Molly Mall. Good morning, Big Trey. How y'all doing? Hello? Oh, shucks. Look at my baby. Hey.
I don't know if you can hear me or not because my phone is in my case.
Oh, okay. I can hear you good. I can hear you. How's everything going?
Man, shit. I'm at work. That's all I ain't looking, for shit but my check. So, follow me. I'm just, I don't want to be touching my phone and touching other stuff, but, shoot.
Good. Look, just set it up and let it go like what you doing. I know that's right. And Molly Moore.
How you doing, Reese?
What you making? I see them eggs. They look good.
No, it's this right here just potatoes. Like how you had a home style potato. That's all it is.
Oh, okay. All right. All righty then. Making me hungry. Shoot.
That's why I hate restaurants because I don't want to be smelling this shit and I'm hungry. But their food look good. Their menu look like it's decent.
It is. I've had their food before and it's delicious. Oh my gosh, and their grits are so good and creamy. Any place that could give me some good, creamy, good, delicious, creamy grits. I love it. I love it.
Don't say anything like IHOP. I'll be all right.
No. Their grits is real good.
Hotel food.
When they grits, when I had them, it was soft. It was real grits and it was like thick enough. It wasn't that gritty grit. Sometimes people cook grits and it's kind of gritty. This was cooked and fluffed good. There was some Gordon Ramsay grits.
Unless you say something specific, I'm gonna keep my mic muted because I'm in the kitchen, so I don't want all the kitchen sound and all that shit on the live stream.
Okay, it's fine. We good. I want to talk about. Y'all want the good news or the sad stuff? Let me talk about the good stuff that we got going on so far. All I gotta say is DJ Sly Ty. I can't even call him DJ no more. But Sly Ty, his album was released Friday, and I've heard nothing but good reviews about it. It was so funny because the Under the Crimson Moon got a little bit of everything for every genre. It's not just one genre. He got some neo soul on there. He even got country on there, and he even had the nerve to have a rock hit on there. And I was like, boy, get out of here. So the people was like, yeah, for every genre, because everybody likes something different. There's a song out there for you. Not to mention his other singles like Honey and One Shot of Pain. Those are out single in the Sly Ty Shuffle. Those are out in singles. But everyone is enjoying his vibe. And not only is everybody enjoying his vibe, my man just had a show at the place called, I thought it was King of Diamonds, but it's not. It's called something over there at the big stadium, like where the soccer fields at. He told me the name of the place. and he sent in a video in this morning. I just wanted to share what everybody else would sent in because I think it's awesome that he's still out there doing this thing. And he said that he's going to try to come on the show this week, sometime soon, and talk about what he got going on because he getting ready to go to. I think the group is getting ready to send him to. When I say group, that's King of Diamonds and all them. I don't know what they call their affiliation with. I'm not sure. Molly know the name of it better than I do. He know Eagle and them. So Justice going down. I think he said to Texas, I believe, or was it New York? He's going to one of them places. He's going to one of the places.
Sure.
And I said, well, you doing what you love to do. I can't be mad at you. Do your thing, cuzzo. Do your thing. That's all I got, to say as far as that. Let me try to say.
Molly back to being able to pull up the comments again, or nah? Because I can't really touch the phone that much to read nothing.
Okay, I'm not sure. Molly.
I don't know if it's back. I know StreamYard had a problem, so I don't know if he's able to pull them back up or whatever. Because he couldn't pull them up for a while.
Right. That's a good question. Is it back up? Is it fixed yet? That part, and then on my end, is that why I couldn't see no comments either? But I thought it was because I had Facebook or something open.
I'll look at it in a second, see if anybody said anything, because I know by the 12-minute mark, at least Josh and like Child or Josh or Slicky, somebody being here by now.
Somebody being.
Yeah,
so I don't know. Grand Rising, Molly Mall. I think that was Molly.
Could you hear him talking? Because I ain't hear nothing. You heard him?
No, I didn't hear him talking, but I saw him come in.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Molly, you still can't pull up the comment?
Let me see. Nope. I see Tony Tree say you go.
Who in here so far?
We got about 5 people viewing. Y'all in here, put some in the comments.
All right.
Let us know
What's up,
you in
everybody?
here.
What's up? What's up, people? Let me see if I can see anything on my telephone. That's
I can still see it. They just won't let me pull it up.
Oh, nah.
What's up, fam?
Hey,
What
my
up,
man,
Phil?
Page in the building.
What's good?
And look, everything's good. Everything's good. I was just telling everybody about over the weekend that DJ Sly Ty, his album is out, and that we're getting good reviews about it. It's all over everywhere. You can even get it from the Apple Store, Apple Music. You can.
Okay, that's what's up. That's
You can
what's
pull
up.
it up.
And you know,
Alexa, pull up such and
I'm
such.
gonna get it. What up,
That's
Chef?
what's up.
What up,
Anyway,
Justin here watching?
Justice
What up,
in here.
Just?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
What
I'm
up,
about to
Chef
see his
Dern? Chef
video.
Dern in here. Today's pizza. What up, King?
Hey, today's pizza. What's the flavor for today? What is today's pizza? What's the flavor
That's the
for
best
today?
pizza. Best pizza in the city. They got
No, I
specials
know,
every day.
but what's the flavor? Is it the oxtail pizza? This is the way we get oxtail
Yeah,
pizza,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I ain't never heard no oxtail pizza. So,
Gotta try it out. What up, Reverend? Reverend in here. What up, Kenny?
and look, and we got Trey at work. So if Trey don't say anything, he on that hustle.
Trey getting that money, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, we got to come up there.
That's what you supposed to do. Get that cheese.
And I'm on that what?
On that hustle.
He said oxtail. He got oxtail, shrimp, salmon, jerk chicken, all the best foods you can eat. All the soul food, all the good desserts. We do it all. He said they do more than just pizza.
Okay, I'm allergic to seafood, so
Yeah,
if you
I'm
have
hip.
any
I'm hip.
drop me with the seafood.
I
I
That's
gotta
all
go.
right. We going up there.
Yeah, we gotta try. We gotta try it out. Definitely gotta try it out. But I got a
Uh-oh.
video from my man Just. Do you know where he going to perform at? Just, what's the name of this place you at? On the video I'm about to show, and I think he
When you
said
in this clip, Jess?
he's even here. This was this weekend. This was Friday, and he said all these college kids and stuff. This place hold like 800
Oh,
people.
He had Club Karma. You say he had Club Karma. I got you, Chef. I'm gonna call you right after the show.
Club Karma. Yes,
Mad at that.
and
That's
let's
gonna be packed out.
yeah. He said a bunch of colleges and everything. He said it's a really nice spot, and I can tell it's nice. Look at the stage. Let's watch the video. Let's see what Justin's talking about on this video. That was Chitter Chat. That's on YouTube now too. Chitter Chat.
Let's go. Let's go. And I need everybody in this motherfucker. It's time. Let's turn this motherfucker on, y'all. NYC, my world is only for the streets and not for my team. Praise up with all the days. I'm solid on that. Hey, us mad tears. Talking about making pride. Any problem with that? Homie, I can straight solve it. And all of the facts. You get wasting my time. Look me dead in the face. Didn't know you was lying. Shirt, being lazy or blind. Verse, so it was mine. Rubbing the shirt into dirt. Ain't no need for the grass. It's so hurt, can't stop it. That's what we wine. I'm ready to return. But I need it hurt. It's time, it's time, it's mine. Come get it. It's time, it's time, it's mine. Come get it. it's mine. Come get it. It's time. It's time. It's mine. Come get it. It's time. It's time. It's mine. Come get it. It's time. It's time. It's mine. Come get it. It's time. It's mine. Come get it. It's time. It's time. It's mine. Come get it. It's time. It's mine.
That was our boy Just. It's
Go
time.
Just.
It's time. So, yep, that was our boy Just.
Oh yeah, that was joint was cranking as much as I can hear, and I can't turn my phone up too loud, but I see him.
At Club Karma. So he's doing this thing. So good look for Just. Just shots go out to you. Slide Tie. Shots go out to definitely Slide Tie. Let me pull Slide Tie his thing up. Mr. DJ Slide Tie. It's Monday Madness, and I'm turning and cranking everything up. But I do got some serious stuff that I do want to talk about. It's sad, of course it is, but it's just one of those stories that hit from the heart, you know. And y'all, I think everybody know the story that I'm talking about the Harmon, Derek Harmon's mama, Tiffany Harmon, that just passed over the weekend, right after she found out that her son was drafted into the NFL on the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was a very beautiful and touching story that I had to share for those of y'all who don't know it.
Yeah.
You know, and I just think about we all, you know, have behind our kids and strive and push them so hard. And I just like, if my grandparents could see me or what I'm doing, I know they would be proud and happy. I know if Molly mom could see, well, it was here with us, I know she'd be happy. All of us that lost our parents and loved ones, we out here, we making it happen for our parents. And that's what legacy is about, I think. It's what you leave behind. And you put your mark out there is what you left behind. So he was drafted in the NFL 21st pick, I think. 21st. And Pittsburgh Steelers got a new player. And he was able to
do his thing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a good and a sad story at the same time. It's all good, actually. It's all good because he went where she wanted him to go. And he made it. And all her hard work and perseverance and single parent, you know, did that. So it's a good story all around. I'm gonna go ahead and play it for y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see it, Molly?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this story out.
For the newest member of the Pittsburgh Steelers, KDK has learned that after Derek Harmon learned that his dream of playing in the NFL would become a reality, his mother died. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Christine Sorensen. He called it their lifelong dream. Last night, after the Steelers drafted Harmon, he told the media he was heading to the hospital to be with his mom. She died just hours later. Tonight, we're learning more about his relationship with her.
Our team coverage begins with Rich Walsh. Obviously, a sad day here at Steelers headquarters. Shortly after hearing his name called by the team, Steelers first-round draft pick Derek Harmon's mom passed away. Harmon informed us last night his mom was unable to attend his draft party and that she was fighting for her life and unable to communicate on life support at a local hospital. Harmon went to visit her after the draft. She passed away soon after. Obviously, a bittersweet night last night for Harmon, who was choked up and emotional when we talked to him, but relived some fond memories of what his mom meant to him.
Man, how resilient she was, man. Just growing up from my standpoint and my situation, I grew up with her having probably 7 or 8 brain surgeries. And after all those brain surgeries, man, she did not give up. She still took me to practice, still went to work. And I always in the back of my head from the beginning of my college career was, why can't I keep going? If I'm tired, I'm injured, whatever it is, why can't I keep going if she can get up and she keep going after brain surgery? So just her resilience and her hard work, really.
Harmon is expected to be introduced by the Steelers at some point today. Meanwhile, the Steelers do not have a second-round draft choice. Their next pick is in the third round, choice number 83. With the Steelers on the south side, Rich Walsh, KDK News.
Thanks, Rich. And Derek Harmon's journey to the NFL has not been an easy one.
Ross Godotti spoke with a journalist who followed Harmon throughout his college career and has more on the bond he shared with his mom.
The Pittsburgh Steelers select Derek Harmon.
When Derek Harmon found out he was going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, he did so without the person he calls his rock being present, his mother, Tiffany Sane. Harmon telling reporters that, quote, "It was a little bittersweet, man. My mom wasn't with me. She's at the hospital right now on life support. So that was a little bittersweet because she worked as hard as me to get to this moment," close quote. It was a moment they could share before Tiffany Sane's failing health would claim her life, hours after her son told her that they had reached what they had both fought so hard for.
She's had several brain surgeries in her life,
as well as a stroke several years ago.
She lost the use of the left side of her body.
According to Harmon, his mother's health wasn't the only challenge the family faced.
This is a tough, gritty guy who, grew up on 7 Mile Road in Detroit, to a single mom who, scrimped and saved to send him to football camps throughout his youth.
Ryan Clark of the Oregonian says, inasmuch as Tiffany Sane gave her heart and soul to her son, Harmon did what any good son would do for his mom.
He would come home as often as possible to help take care of his mom.
Perhaps equaled only by their final time together, as a caring son at the greatest moment of his young life was able to tell his mom, at the very end of hers, "We made it."
And he said he was going to do this last night to go visit her in the hospital and tell her that her son was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, which I think is an unbelievably special thing.
Ross Godotti, KDKA TV News.
Wow. I mean, with Mother's Day coming up and right around the corner, man, that, like I said,
it's story.
Huh?
I said that's unfortunate. I was listening to the article. That's unfortunate right before this time.
But he made it, and she know he made it because he was able to tell her, so she could go. And because we worry, parents, we worry about our children. We always worry if they're gonna be okay. And she got the confirmation that this young man is gonna be okay, or he got a good start to being okay. And if he just stay positive and on the right road, and I'm pretty sure he will. So it's a bittersweet story. It's but she will always be with that boy. Like my grandparents will always be with me. Our parents will always stick with him. They may not be on this plane with us, but they with us. Shoot. And I'm so proud of him. Go ahead. He made it. Give him his kudos. Pittsburgh Steelers. I know Slicky Woo Boo out there loving it because he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And to all you Pittsburgh Steelers fans, congratulations. Who else is Steelers fan? Marley?
Chef Dern that just left out today's piece. My boy Gasol. Yeah, my white boy Gasol. I know a lot of Pittsburgh fans.
Pittsburgh fans. So that was that was the tearjerker. But I want to hear the tearjerker about Scooty Poo. How was the visit with Scooty Poo? I missed him.
Man.
He was saying, you got some more video?
He had a ball, man. We took him go get his shots and stuff. He handled it like a champ. Draw some blood. Shoot, after that, he was running around playing. He liked to play. He liked to clean up. So we got him some toy brooms and mops.
Or did he take the shots?
Yeah. Well, on the first one, he was good. It was just them other three. Yeah, he had to get like 4 shots in one day. But he cried for about 30 seconds probably. He was just mad, you know. Like y'all set me up. Them things sting, but he handled it like a champ. He was alright. I know he gonna remember next time though. Yeah, he's smart though. He's just a sponge. He just soak in everything. He see you do something, he gonna do it right behind you. Yeah, he say dad a lot, and he call the dog named Ace. He be like Ace, Ace. Like this boy, he moving fast. But man, I
Wow.
can't imagine him making it, you know, to the NFL and the day of the draft. You know, me or his mother go, and we can't enjoy that moment, you know, because I done met a lot of parents. That's the moment they've been waiting for. You know, that's something they've been dreaming about. It's just as much as a dream to them than to their kids, you know. So that's tough. But just knowing that or something made it, that's big. And you know, when people say single moms, they did that when my brother made it. He like, nah, my father might wasn't in the house, but he was around. I got a whole family of support. You know, he ain't like that. You know, because he let it know that it ain't just moms. Moms play a big role, but coaches that play the part. I got uncles, I got cousins, family, I got friends. Everybody played a part. Moment, other people on the couch with him that let you know he got a good support system
Yeah, so that's the one to keep an eye on to see how he played
behind
this in the Super
people
Bowl.
moving forward. You know, it's just sad because I know about 4 or 5 of these stories and it ain't never good.
Wow. How do the players turn out? I mean, are the players end up being successful like the people that do lose their parents versus the people that had their parents there? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe no. Am I saying it wrong? Hello? Molly.
I think it's based on what your environment is, because you might not have family alive, you might be adopted, for instance. But if you have somebody come along that's gonna see a reason to want to instill something in you, or you immerse yourself in something that makes you change, then I feel
Hmm.
like, that's different, because you can have family members alive and well and not assist in nothing. Not teach you or show you, anything you necessarily need to see. It can happen in any scenario. So there's not a fixed scenario. I feel like you can say a child will turn out this way or that way. I
Right.
I put it on God. Shit, give it to God, like everybody else say about every other situation. You know, and I feel like whatever you seek out, as long as you're trying, I feel like God or whoever it is gonna help you.
Right.
So
I believe that too, Trey.
yeah,
I believe that too. Phil, what you got to say? Phil, he must not be in the building.
Reese, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was on mute. I'm driving. But yeah, but like I said, hopefully his mother over that period, she instilled stuff in him. So, now it's just time for him to take it and run with it. At the end of the day, he is a grown man now. So, you know, he should be okay.
Yeah, he will be okay. And this is a hell of a start. It's the second chapter of his life now.
Yep,
You know, she got him through adolescence to adulthood. Now it's up to
yep.
him to do the rest, and that's some good foundation.
And he gave her the best going away present ever. Their mission was accomplished.
That's right. That just makes me wanna. I mean, cry for joy and your happiness. You know, that's what I'm crying for. The happiness, the overwhelming, the good feeling, the good vibe, the ecstatic feeling like that. You know, and
Yeah.
what more can you say? So definitely. What's going on with you, Philly Phil? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good, man. I performed up in Massanutten.
Yeah, how
Um,
was that?
Oh, that joint is a spot for real.
Do you got a
I
video
mean,
footage of that? Or any of that? Any clip?
I got it somewhere, but I'm driving. I can't toss it out there right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I've been getting a lot of clean shows, so that was a good look. You know, so I don't know if you know the Funny Walmart. They the one that run that spot up there.
The
Dawn
funny
Dawn Walmart and her husband.
no.
Yeah,
I couldn't
and
say I
it's
did.
fun. And it's funny because me and Dawn started out together. Yeah, so it's good to see them working out up there. They trying to bring comedy to the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. Who else was with you?
I don't know those people. I mean, they had people on. Yeah, we had a great show. I mean, they had people from comic from Ohio, another guy from somewhere else. So yeah, it was a good look. It was a really good look.
Okay.
Yeah, they hooked us up with great accommodations at the resort, so we just had a good time.
Oh wow, that sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to get on their radar.
Yeah.
Okay, so was
Then,
it for the whole weekend or just one night?
Yeah, it was for. I went up Saturday and came back yesterday. So
Okay.
the next thing on my radar, our play opens on Saturday. So
This Saturday coming up.
This Saturday coming up. So that's what I'm concentrating on this week. Getting as much rehearsal time as I can, and just get ready for that.
And for those of y'all who don't know, our very own Phil Page will be featuring and starring in the adapt stage play version of Tell him, Phil.
Sanford and Son.
Congratulations. I'm so proud. I feel like a proud mother. I feel like everything everybody doing, I just feel the ride with y'all. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of Jeff. I'm so proud of Tom. So proud of Phil. I'm proud of everybody. I'm even proud of Trey up there doing his thing. Get him, Chef Trey.
Everybody, and we proud of you too, Reese.
What happened?
I said I'm proud of you. You on your grind, honey. You on
shit, I got work, shit. I appreciate it. It's like motherfuckers ain't gotta work. Hello, you know what I'm talking about?
Get it?
I
I just feel like everybody is moving. I got some good news over the weekend too, and I'm excited about everybody. There's no secret that I'm a little bit disabled, right? But the good part is that I'll be getting help so I can get stronger, so I can get out there and get on my grind as well. And I'm excited about that. I mean, y'all just don't know.
I get out there.
I know that's right.
As soon as you're ready, hut to, right out there with you. As soon as you're ready. I like being
I feel like Bravo, that song by Lettucey. I ain't walking, I'm running. I'm gonna be on that walker, haul ass.
That's all right. That's all right.
Until I can run without it. The walker helps give me the balance. So people say, oh, you need a walker to walk. No. The walker help give me some really good herb. Give me some Herbalites. If I had some really good herb, I'll be able to do some things too, because it helps take the pain away.
Some really good herb?
Reefer.
No, she need.
Reefer,
so reefers.
Not fun when you say reefer. Don't nobody say that. No, that's like when my aunt says skunk. I say call
it reefers.
Reefers with the S sound a little cooler.
Reefers. Reefer. Okay. I mean, well, y'all just say call it weed. Weed sounds.
They still lock you up for reefers. Weed you can get away with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Reefers.
It's all loud around here still.
Oh, OMG. I had another story, but I didn't want to. It was about the grandmother, the 5-year-old boy that died because he OD off her grandmother. She called it Boyd. She was doing Boyd. I don't know what Boyd is.
I know what the fuck that is.
I don't know if it's boot. It's somewhere. She was in Chicago, and she was doing her stuff because she thought she was going to babysit the kids on Saturday and Sunday. So she went out Friday and got her stuff and did her stuff Friday.
That's it for the potatoes. I'm about to cut up some
And what
bacon.
happened
She asked for some bacon.
when she went out Friday
The chop,
and
like
did her stuff, she left her paraphernalia out, and apparently the kids got into. She said that she did all the drugs, wasn't nothing left but some powder.
I don't think it's that
And
urgent.
the powder may not did nothing to the lady, because she's a seasoned drug user. But it took the life of that little 5-year-old boy. So, and the grandmother, she was open when she was like, ain't nothing in there. I done did all the drugs. Ain't nothing left but powder. So I don't know what kind of powder that was left or what that little boy did. Or the heroin. She said that his nose was bleeding and she wiped his nose. But when the coroner and the police and everybody came, they said, no, this boy been dead for some time. He didn't just pass. And it's just 5 years old. The girl, she was the grandma. It was the grandma, 58-year-old lady, watching her grandkids while her daughter worked. When a girl came and found out, they called her and her boyfriend, that the girl was almost broken down. I know, she was screaming. She wanted to get in the back of the corner truck with the baby. It was just an awful scene. And the grandmother was like, she was still coming down off her high. She was like, but she didn't understand what she did. She said she didn't do nothing. She said she didn't do nothing because she used all the drugs. That was a sad circumstance situation, for that kind of story to happen. And I'm mad, right? If you going to use drugs, be responsible.
Come on, man.
And you don't keep no kids. Why would you keep 4 kids? The little boy that passed, another set of twins, and it was another little boy there because it was 3 kids there when the police came. Still in her custody. 3 little kids, 5-year-olds now. I love it that you was being a grandmother. You was doing the grandmother thing because it do take a village to help raise these kids. But I'm upset about why would the kids see? This is what I'm talking about. Children growing up too fast because they exposed to stuff that they shouldn't be exposed to. At 5 years old, they don't need to know what Boyd is. I don't even know. I'm 53. I don't even know what Boyd is. Phil older than me. He don't even know what Boyd is.
I don't know what that shit is.
Well, what is?
Boyd.
Boyd?
Yeah.
BOYD?
I guess that's how they was calling saying it. It's
in reference to what?
In Chicago, but when they showed the drug paraphernalia,
Chicago? Oh, no, you can't ask me about Chicago.
She had a straw and lines. So Boyd, it must have been the type of heroin she was smoking. I mean, snorting, because you snort that, right? So she had her straws out, and you see line residues. What she, it looked like when she set up the line, and what that did, but I guess a little bit, and she couldn't snort or whatever, because she could.
It was enough for his ass to lick,
but
she couldn't.
That was enough to hurt them babies. She's a seasoned drug user, but that was enough to hurt a 30-pound 5-year-old. And whatever that was.
Yeah, that motherfucker, that little boy saw that white shit on that plate and licked it.
You could die if you lick it. But we don't know.
Yeah, you can die if you lick it.
Oh, wow.
You can die if you lick enough. If you ingest enough coke, you can die.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Your little boy licked that plate. Shit.
That's sad. And she told him, he said that he was tired, and she told him, get up on the couch and lay down. Get on the couch.
That nigga needed Narcan.
Yeah. Yeah, that baby did. Yes, that baby did. And because the adults don't know what to do, well, that's an irresponsible grandmom. I'm sorry. 58 years old and doing drugs in front of the kids. She said, well, they were supposed to be coming Saturday, so I thought I had another day. She went and got her stuff, but the kids came early on a Friday while the parents worked. Woo! Hope Joy DeBlow. That's all I can say to be one of them Hope Joy DeBlow moments.
Yeah, you can't say it's bad timing.
Be one of them Hope Joy DeBlow moments. Oh, I tell you, it's more than bad timing, Phil.
Oh no, that's it. You can't say it's bad timing.
Hey, Reese, that's not Phil. That's Bubba.
That's Bubba. That's Bubba.
David Green.
What's up? like Jim Carrey and different ones or whatever. You know, when they're doing a character, they act like they take the character off the screen.
See, like the motherfucker. I asked the producer, "What do I have to do?" That motherfucker said, "Eat." I said, "Shit, I'm gonna win a Tony."
Wait a minute, he said eat.
Yeah, cause you know Bubba always eating something. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna win a Tony in this role. I got that shit down pat.
Damn, go in.
The only lines he had was, "Yeah, Fred. No, Fred. I don't know, Fred.
Take it back. I want my daddy records. Did they do that play?
I got my daddy's records. Nah, I ain't doing that. Man, these motherfuckers got me in there. I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm doing all kinds of shit.
Bubba, you singing, Bubba?
I'm singing, I'm dancing. I got all kinds of shit going on. I'm hanging out. I'm going on dates. I'm going on dates with women. I'm doing all kinds of shit. I'm telling too much.
Sanford and Son visiting
Liz
or something?
Huh?
LA Josh Preston. I heard Trey say, "What's up, Josh?" I can't see y'all coming in, but you know, hey y'all.
You said singing and dancing. What's his Sanford and Son the musical?
It's a musical.
Oh wow, Sanford and Son the musical. That's funny.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's up? How long was you in the chat room? I mean, in the background waiting to get in? This time,
I think 42 minutes.
Molly was here. Molly let you in.
That nigga left from Brenda's show last night and jumped in this morning. He been over there for 6 hours.
David, how was your weekend? Didn't you have a show this weekend?
No, I didn't have a show. I watched that Mike Epps and everything in Baltimore.
So how was the show? I mean, you went
to the show was great. The lineups was it was Mike Epps. Then it was he was the host. Then he introduced what was his name? Bubba Bushcaller. The one that always says trash. Trash. Yeah. It was him. It was him. Then it was Mojo. Mojo Brooks, the one that says,
"Oh, Mojo, I love Can't Hand Me." That's my boy.
Unhand Me Now. Yeah. He was hilarious.
Me Now.
Was Bubba Dub on there?
Yeah, he was the first. Yeah, he was. Yeah, first.
Bubba Dub. Yeah, it's a wild boy.
Then it was Mojo Brooks. Then it was in my opinion, the funniest, of course, he's old school, was Tony Roberts. You know, the one about
hell yeah, Tony Roberts is
oh my goodness,
Arden J, Tommy Davis, all that. Tony Roberts has his own specials. That
he said, "You need your ass beat."
Was he the headliner?
He said, "You in a wheelchair and your shoes dirty. You need your ass beat."
Yeah, we all know Tony Roberts. I mean, who else?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a headliner. After Tony Roberts, it was Country Wayne. Then it was
wait a minute. How did Country Wayne do? Because
how was Country Wayne?
Country, shockingly.
You say shockingly.
Yeah, Country Wayne. Well, he was all right. He was all right.
Then
it was Little Duval.
That's
and
my
the
man.
headliner,
Ball.
the headliner was Corey Holcomb, and
How was Corey Holcomb?
half the crowd, he said maybe like a paragraph, and half the crowd start walking out.
What did he say that made everybody leave? Then you know
He
that's
was-
like the third or fourth show said that people that
That nigga
people walked out.
Corey ain't been right since he smacked Christina. Y'all know Christina, right? Christina Payne.
Who Christina Payne?
Ain't that his co-host?
Nah, hell no. Christina grew up here. We used to do shows with Christina. Hey, she out in LA, so she got into something with Corey Holcomb outside the club, and he smacked the shit out of Christina. I saw Christina on TV talking about that nigga hit me.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't know Christina, Reese.
What's her stage name?
Christina Payne.
No, I gotta see her.
Yeah, look her up. She from around here.
I think it was a lot of guilty conscience or whatever, because he was saying, he said a lot of you all out there don't like me. He said I don't care, and he said you all got the nerve to think you going to heaven. No, he was talking about abortions and everything. He said you all think y'all gonna go to heaven. Y'all gonna go to the gates, and it's gonna be a grown man smoking a cigarette talking about you ain't coming in here. You know, you killed me or something like that or something. And people just
the woke culture that kept caught up with him.
Yeah. He was talking about a lot of, a lot of abortions and what else?
It's all made back.
Yeah.
But was he funny, David? That's the question.
I thought so. I've always been
hell yeah, that nigga funny.
I've always
but
thought
they think he's funny and offensive now.
But
that nigga wasn't
didn't they think was offensive? Andrew Dice Clay was saying some horrible things. All them other comedians that say some horrible things.
Oh, I ain't knocking it. It is what it is. But I'm just saying the culture done turned on Corey.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus, like I said, I think it was a lot of guilty conscience because a lot of stuff he was saying was somewhat true. It is true. It was messed up. You know what I mean? It was messed up. Like I said, they didn't start walking out till he started talking about abortions. And
when that nigga said he found an abortion clinic with a pool hall in it, man, I almost fell off the table. I laughed so hard.
No. He said this. No, this is when most of the crowd started leaving too. When he said I'm living in LA now. He said LA, you can get a BBL, you get a BBL and an abortion or whatever. No, he said matter of fact they used the aborted baby fat and stick it in you.
Because I be laughing. I guess I'm
my goodness. He's telling the truth. They take the aborted baby fetus and do it for stem cell research. It's in everything. Look, it's healing you. It's in the makeup. It's in everything. So he ain't lying. And it might be in the BBL juice.
Do y'all think Corey Holcomb is outlandish, or are people just sensitive in today's time?
People just sensitive. Because that motherfucker said that.
So if you sit in front row, be expected to possibly be somebody that might get roasted. I feel like that you're just supposed to know.
Right.
Man, because I'm ignorant enough to laugh at that shit. Because that motherfucker said.
For the front row. I want to be in front.
Yeah. And
you got some good shit.
That motherfucker said he took his girlfriend, got pregnant. He took her ass to the amusement park, put her on a roller coaster, and that took care of that shit.
I heard other comedians use that same joke that you just used, Phil. So his premise is not,
Yeah, I ain't mad at him.
That he said, I ain't mad at him. Nobody was mad like Andrew Dice Clay.
But I think the culture is just getting a little too sensitive and shit.
Rodney Dangerfield for his time said offensive stuff. We always
Yeah.
had an offensive. Every generation always had an offender or some stuff, right? So don't do that to Corey. Give him Corey. You still funny to me. Corey, you always gonna be funny. I don't care if you call me a fat battle axe, whatever. If it's funny, it's funny. In comedy,
you might open the door.
I was more mad at myself because I recorded almost the whole show.
David, how'd you do that?
Everybody they knew everybody had cameras. They was posting.
Oh, okay. Oh, they let y'all. Okay.
Yeah. They didn't care. But when it, like I said, Corey Holcomb was the headliner, and I say like half of his set I didn't get to record because they said my storage was low or whatever. Like,
but you got part of it. I want to see the part that you do got. So you know, everybody knew that they was supporting Corey Holcomb because he was the headline on the tickets. They didn't hide that. So if I was Corey, I'd be like, it don't matter. Like when they come to see us, they get up and walk out on us. Shoot.
Yeah. Fuck it. The ticket already paid for. Fuck it.
Right. And sometimes it's not even about him being funny. It's that time. And you the last one. And if it's the show is too long, and if they did they start on time, David?
No, and I'm glad it didn't.
See? And it's late. So if I go to a comedy show and it start at 8, I'm expected to be out there at 10. 10:30, 11 o'clock. Don't be holding me hostage. Please don't hold me hostage.
Hold me hostage.
No. I got another dumb chick. Baltimore shit. Okay, so I took the chick to the show with me, right? And
we have another dumb story chick.
Dumb chick story.
Dumb chick story.
I was going to pay for a parking, the parking junk or whatever. So I looked on GPS for the closest.
I don't mind bringing it, like,
and you know what I mean. So I got GPS. Went to it or whatever. We come out. And I'm like, because the chick was like, oh, yeah, I used to live in Baltimore. We're going to go this way. And this is this and this and everything. I said, is it going to take us to the stadium or whatever? She said, oh, yeah. Well, anyway, we're walking. And I happened to see an Uber guy. I said, hold up. And I said, the stadium, whatever. No, he said, dude. You're far. He said, you're far away from it. He said, it's
stop playing with me. I ain't making nothing tomorrow. Stop playing with me.
A 25 minute walk or something. I said, are you serious? He said, yeah. He said, wherever you park, I mean, you park that, you're better off just taking an Uber. I said,
get in.
So
did you take it? Did you take it, use them?
No, I went back in my car. I went back in my car and found a closer spot.
So y'all left. You had to pay to get
as
out.
We're walking. As we're walking. 2 cars are speeding, along each other, shooting at each other.
Shooting at each other.
I was so. I'm not. I was so scared. You see,
welcome to Baltimore.
Yeah, you see like on Scooby Doo when when he's scared and he jumps on Shaggy. That's how scared I was. Yeah,
you like Yankees.
Yeah, jumped on that girl's back.
What was you gonna do? Repel the bullet?
Oh my goodness! Next show is going to be next show. I'm going to be with a black chick. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit!
Let me. Was this a new chick that you took?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You should have took an old chick. It was a new white girl. He done took a new white girl to
not a new. Not a new white girl to the hood.
Are you trying to indoctrinate these white girls into the hood, David? Are you trying to do integration by
No,
yourself?
no, the
Shit, in
bad part.
Baltimore, some of them white chicks are from the hood.
No, the bad part is she said she used to live there. That's the reason why I
Yeah,
trust.
yeah, some of the white chicks in Baltimore from the hood, so don't get that shit twisted.
I said,
David
oh,
said she used to live
and
there.
that's what I said. I said, you said you used to live there. Where the hell are you taking me at?
Look, this is Monday Madness. She about to take you in the trap house. You about to get some boy. Little boy.
Oh
That's what
shit.
I was getting ready to call my sister. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting ready to call my sister.
David, stop being a baby and man up with these females.
Not
And
stop
you
being a
always call
baby.
your sister. Man up and be like, yeah, I got this. I'm catching the Uber. You know the way. I'll meet you there.
Shoot.
That's time. Sometimes you
Yeah.
got to step. David, how you not know these about these women before you take them out on an expensive date?
Oh,
Did
you,
y'all go
you,
to, or did y'all just do the show? Did you do a dinner and a show, or just the show?
a dinner and a show. Shoot.
You was up there making the.
David, I hope you got some head out the deal at least.
I heard Trey
Hope you
say-
got some head or something out the deal.
Wait a minute.
Cause it sound like you were traumatized.
Josh said Trey making
No.
tamales. I heard Trey say, I ain't making no damn tamales, Josh. So, so Damien and Trey making tamales.
Oh shoot.
Damien, see, man, where you at? Making tamales. Josh said, I ain't. So did you get you some tamales, David? What y'all eat?
She ate sleep. She ate sleep.
But did you GTD? Did you do that? Did you? David is a hit it and quit it. Oh, David, you one of them guys.
Good on that. All right, got that.
David, how they say that they F and duck.
Because all it is fucking
I had to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, you better calm down a little bit. Somebody gonna get your butt.
But
You
yeah,
got
shoot.
them out in the mean streets of Baltimore in the middle of a shootout, and she walking normally, and you ducking behind her. Come on now.
I've never experienced that. Like wow.
You need to get out more.
No, he need to get that bulletproof vest from Shoutbout. You should have asked Shoutbout.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that.
And get in the shootout.
Oh shit.
You need your help, Shout. You need to get Shoutbout down here with you. Next time you taking a white girl out, get Shout. Let him go with y'all on the day.
Oh my goodness.
Get Shoutbout. You know how to handle it. He gonna give you the vest. You know, the David.
Oh shit. Put this vest on.
So like I tell people, I said my music selection, you know what I mean, when I'm on the highway and stuff and all, is normally R&B and stuff and all. But then when I get close to the hood and get switched over to Kevin Gates and everything, but depending how bad the hood is, it'll get switched over to gospel.
Oh shit.
If the area too bad, they ain't going. Never would have made it.
Never would have made it.
He said if it's too bad. You say, I know that's right. Gospel all the time. You take the Lord with you. Say, protected by Jesus, stand back. You remember the Viper commercials? Protected by Viper, stand back.
Yeah.
You're not Viper, but go and get you.
And then the dude was like, oh yeah, he said that parking junk. He said it's free for a half hour. Wrong. I had to pay for that parking and pay for the other parking. Oh,
so David, did you have a good time after all of that?
That's what the people want to know.
Hey, the show, yeah, the show was.
Here you go. Would you do it again?
Huh?
Are you sure?
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would do it. I mean, wait, what would I do? What again?
The whole situation. Did you have a good time? Was it worth it?
I wouldn't do the whole situation, but I'll definitely go to the show again.
Okay, but you pick up the white girl again.
Frugal.
Huh?
He is definitely frugal. I'm gonna call you Frugal Fanny, not Frugal Funny Man. David was like, he ain't spending no money on this and that. David be counting his. That's why David keep money. You know, a person that act like they ain't got money, they stingy with their money, got money. David keep money. That's how he keep getting them white girls. He got to show them I'm Ivy League just like you are. Yep, I can afford a ticket. Let's do it. Boom. I can afford some dinner. That's after.
White girls not as expensive as black girls are.
Really?
Nah, they don't know.
Be more expensive because they're used to, you know.
They used to what? They used to what? He's what? I don't know what white girl he fucking with. You got some hood ass white girls that ain't used to shit.
Yeah, that's true.
What
That's
David is messing with.
That's true. Okay. And 9 times out of 10,
he ain't messing with no Kardashian. He messing with a lower caliber.
He said she ain't messing with a Kardashian.
9 times out of 10, all they're focusing on is the dude. So,
yep.
David, are you messing with crackheads again?
Oh shit! Not who crackheads again. Was it a time before where he was?
You know, David didn't know that they'd be crackheads and alcoholics and stuff. After he get
damn, David, you need to get out more.
You got me on an alcoholic. But
he didn't know until they get out. He was like, "That's your 5th glass of vodka, lady." He said, "No, it's my 7th. I ate 2. I had 2 before."
But who counting? You're like, but who counting? David be like, but who paying? Shit.
David is like, they even make them pay for their own liquor. They just like,
oh, okay.
So David like, you go get your own. You know, David ain't poisoning them. Let them get their own poison.
Nah.
But he is watching.
Yeah, now he's watching.
Definitely lesson learned. I'll tell you that.
I know that's right.
Well, at least she didn't try to get y'all jump or cause no any extra attention to y'all. See, a black sister would have been on the same stuff you on, David. She'd have been like, oh, they shooting. Both of y'all would have been running. Run this way, David. Run this way.
Yeah.
He said a car came by speeding and they started shooting and y'all wasn't ducking for cover.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what? It's you're
it was somewhat like in the the only way I could describe it is like it was like something like in the movies, but it was real life. That was just like
they must not have been shooting real bullets. There must have been pop guns or something, or paintball guns. They were shooting.
So you know, white people run towards gunshots. Black people run away.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I was like a sitting duck. I was froze solid. You know what I mean? Like my brain was saying run or whatever, no, but my body was just.
But your feet were saying where?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
He was froze. He was stuck in the moment, and I get that, and I understand that. Sometimes fear can paralyze you. That's how people be getting shot and killed, not just shot.
David, don't you know you supposed to embrace your inner blackness? Run like shit.
That's right. Come on, David.
I don't know what race I was at that moment, but I was stuck.
You like you don't care no anyway.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Trey?
Oh, my bad. I was talking to my coworker.
Oh, I always thought you were talking about David running. We told him to run.
Sure. They was all talking about they was all talking about Baltimore. They said what they say?
They had to talk about the potholes in them lawns.
Oh, that's what I forgot who it was said. He said if them YNs don't get you, them potholes will. Them
pothole.
potholes will.
I kid you not. We dipped into a pothole. Brenda hit a pothole. Me, Lee, and Brenda was out in Baltimore, and we became airborne. It messed Brenda bottom of her
Yep.
car. It was
Yep.
like she drew up a ramp. That's what it was like. And I was like,
God
what the
damn,
fuck?
really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lee head hit the roof of the damn stuff. You know, and me being a big girl, I absorbed it. Lee all dinged up in the back, and we came down. Brenda was all, we was all.
Get all dinged up. They had body injuries.
Don't sit there and act like DC don't got potholes.
No.
Oh hell yeah, they got potholes.
And not just potholes, but every street got one of those one of those speed bumps.
That's a high speed, but I'd rather hit that than one of them damn sinkholes. You hit a pothole in Baltimore and come up in DC. That's what you do. That's what happened.
She see you hit a pothole in Baltimore, come on.
Baltimore is way worse than DC. DC got
bulletproof vest now, so you can walk through the streets of Baltimore. You fine. David,
no, the streets is even fucked up in Baltimore. They got cobblestones. Don't be walking with no heels. You even break your ankle easily. I see too many people walking. Crack, crack. I'm like, ooh, see?
Not the bean.
Cobblestones. they try to get you. Baltimore.
Like cut it again.
And with the Baltimore, with the pothole that the Squeezy Boys got.
And guess what? People was doing at the show.
Smoking weed.
Yep.
Smoking weed. David, did you get high? Damn, David, I wish I would have went to that show. Because if you just sit there for a couple of hours, you would
get a secondary contact.
You would forget all about the shoot. I got a secondary contact that gave me a first grade rate high. Secondary, my foot. I had first contact.
She said, I got a first rate high.
Yes, and it was a beautiful one. That's
not a beautiful
one. David. I was in no pain, David. I was feeling good. I was floating. I was like water. All over the place.
I was recording.
It was like you paid for it.
I was recording, and you know the light. Well, first of all, the couple that came in front of me, they were late as I don't know what. They would the show was halfway over when they got there, but then they're gonna keep turning around looking at me because I got the light or whatever. And I was like, I was here first. I didn't say it out loud, but I mean, I was just.
He does not look like me. He does not look like him, Josh.
But
now was it a restaurant? Where was this at? Where was the show at? Was it at an arena?
It was at arena. It was what was it? CFG Bank Arena or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was at the big arena. They have arena parking. Why didn't you get stadium parking? Why didn't you pay for it, David?
I thought I did. I kept looking on my ticket for I know I clicked that junk was like $40-some.
Yep, it is $40-some to park there. Yeah. So why didn't you so you did have stadium parking? So what happened?
I don't know. I had to do it again.
Liar.
No, ain't no liar. I definitely got receipts. I definitely got
$47 twice. Well, you better call your credit card company and let them know. Because I know you ain't gonna take that $47 loss. Not frugal, David.
Yeah, shoot.
You told her what you said, bitch. That's your dinner. Parking was your dinner.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When you was talking about what you get her for dinner, whatever it was she ate when she got home.
Breeze cake and one pie. So you was like, you didn't get you didn't get no snacks while you was at the show?
No.
Not even a drink.
No.
Damn, David.
Nope.
It would be, a female like me would come in handy because I would have had all the sodas, all the snacks. I would have.
She been pulling shit out her bra.
Why you had all the snacks because of your titties?
Like,
Yeah,
Like-
I
like-
gotta pack them up because David is frugal. He ain't
Yeah,
spending
like-
nothing. He
Don't
think
do
I'm
my cold drinks.
to a
like a
300. Look, my titties are getting numb. I put that ice right there. Put that ice pack right there. Blue. I don't feel nothing.
Oh,
But them drinks are
Alexa,
nice
put
and
it on.
cold. I would have to put.
You ain't never seen Reese pull out a 5-pound bag of ice out her titties. Shit.
Instead of going to
It
Walmart,
wasn't 5 pounds. It was only a 2-pound bag.
Okay.
It wasn't. Look, and then baby, and then the cup. I pulled out the cup with my drink, but
Hell
ice
yeah,
over in the cup. Trey, the last show, Bill, I forgot about that. I pulled out the cup with the ice and the drink.
With the
already.
ice in it.
yeah. I thought you wouldn't be that melted the ice. I wouldn't have put you in response to the cold foods. You've been responsible for hot food, but not cold shit. I want a cold soda when I get off work. I don't want no hot shit.
Reese got you.
One
Shit.
side is for the hot.
She
one
got
side
you
for the
she got you for the cold soda. Shit.
She gonna heat that thing up faster than anything. I'll be sick.
No, one side, the other side.
If it's the sub, I'm fine with
She
the
got a
sub.
hot and a cold side. She like a cooler.
And then I lost
So stop.
I lost track of the gas. And
you ran out.
yeah.
Not lotion.
So she was like, "Oh, I know where some gas stations at." I said, no."
She said,
nope,
"Put you
nope."
on for regular bacon or what else?"
Bacon I got.
You ain't trust her.
I said, "Nope." I
Say after you fucked up the parking, you think I'm listening to anything else you saying?
exactly. I said we're going to try.
Her credibility was shot.
I said we're going to try to make it a Frederick.
Oh shit. We're gonna make the Fredericks on a quarter tank of gas.
David, you could have stopped at Baltimore. All those Royal Farms right there, they well lit. Oh, they have a lot of places you could have stopped and got gas, David. Don't take that
Yeah.
chance. You is a high risker. You
Nah.
Yeah, you're
She's a-
right. You're right. You're right.
You're a high risk dater.
You're right. They are definitely well lit. That's why there's a sign that says no shooting zone.
They'll get your own. They'll get your own risk.
You got a
And
bulletproof
that's
vest.
on the street.
You should have Charles the vest. You knew you was going to Baltimore. You should have said,
That's
"Charles,
on
let
the-
me order to you back."
That's on the street of Rural Farms. And so I remember that because
Well, see,
like
that
I
means
said,
a
when
no shoe zone. It means it's safe.
no shooting zone. There's a sign. Yeah. Not
That means
shoes.
it's a no.
You got to go across the street and shoot.
It's safe. Yeah, you wouldn't have got shot up there getting your gas. And
You think them niggas read no signs?
No. When I first seen that because that's when I used to play football and everything.
Take a picture
and,
of it. Everybody got a no shoe zone.
I said,
Take a picture, send it
do
to
we
the
think it's
Morning
like
Mac
tag or something like this is base, a safe zone? Like no, you can't shoot.
That
me. I'm at the new
shit
zone.
said go across the street and start shooting.
Well, David was already in the shootout. He should be used to him by now.
No, I would never. No,
David's already used to it.
They should put a star on your black card.
How the fuck do you
David did the several shootouts. Let people know that David been in the several shootouts.
Yeah, that nigga get his black card stamped.
David, you got to get your black card stamped.
I
guess
nigga saw a shootout.
I never in my life.
And maybe never again.
But this is
You're right. You're right.
This is something for
You're right.
everybody in the Morning Mac show. I want y'all to get this and support this. This is something that I hope you do again and again. Y'all check this out and tell me what you think. Phil, stick around. Just listen. Y'all ready?
All right, yeah, we ready.
You got me hooked like a sweet melody. dripping slow, baby, like honey on a tree. Every move got me lost in your vibe. Your love's the groove keeping my heart alive. Sugar, you shine brighter than the moonlight. Your touch ignites my fire in the dead of night. Wrapped in your glow, can't let you go. You're my high, my spark, my solo show. Honey, you're golden, dripping so divine. Taste of your love got me losing time. Stick to my soul, love, so fine. Forever my sweet, you're my only sign. Your whispers fall soft like rain on the ground. Your laughter's a rhythm, sweetest sound I've found.
God damn, that's a big ass pothole.
You must be
Me once, baby, and I'll never say goodbye. You're the heat and the flames, my eternal burn. When I'm lost, it's your arms I always return. Sweet as the nectar in your embrace, I stay. You're the sunburst breaking through my grave. Honey, you're golden, dripping so divine. Taste of your love got me losing time. Stick to my soul, love, so fine. Forever my sweet, you're my only sign.
That's all right. What y'all think? David, would you play that in your Dave?
Yeah.
Would you put that in your rotation?
Oh, I sure would.
Hell yeah.
Not in the hood though. But
Kind
yeah.
of sweet. That's kind of sweet. That's one of my favorites. That's why I was like, boy, like you
I'll
go.
put that on my highway rotation.
It's smooth. I was blasting it over the whole week. I had my big speakers on. They was like, "Who is that?" I said, "New artist." New artist. Slide tie. I don't want you can't tell these people around here that because they might break it, think he on to something. Like, oh, they got it. So I'm like, that's some new artist. He don't live here, but that's a new artist. You see, when people think, especially your family, when they think that you on something or you did something, you get calls from people that you ain't talked to in a long time. And the first thing they say is oh, I heard or I saw this or whatever. You were like, oh, okay. I thought you was just calling out the blue. But it's the reason why they call.
Mm-hmm. It's always a reason.
Yeah, and that, you thinking they're calling just to check. They done heard something. They got to confirm some stuff.
Nice song.
Huh?
That was another one of Sly Tie's joints, the Honey song.
Oh yeah, yes sir, yes
Yeah,
sir.
it was a nice sound.
That was, and I just love the words. I'm like,
Does
okay.
Does she look like the cover or
Oh, it's his girlfriend. That's when you in love. They have you create all kinds of stuff. When you in love.
When you in love, you do what?
They have you love will make you do all kinds of crazy, stupid stuff.
It make y'all look together. It make y'all look alike.
Love will make you look like. Love will be like.
She say no shit like that. She say no shit like that.
what they say, matching pajamas or something?
It's one person.
Huh?
But yeah, that's what's up for his material. I'm excited for his the fact that he got music rolling.
I'm
And it's
excited
good
for his
quality. It's
project
produced
too.
very well.
Yeah, I'm excited that he released the whole album, and it's so funny because I'm like, call it up on Alexa now. So even on the Apple Music thing, so it's anywhere where they play music, just like you could get this book anywhere where they sell books. You can get Ace of Blues.
You just AQ for the future when you have like Monday Madness or stuff that you think is good for. I'd rather you just send it in versus ask if it's been talked about because it might not have been. But yeah, I think you should just send in like a subject like that, especially for Monday Madness that you want to discuss. Because I don't think
the subject.
It says Monday Madness. Did y'all see for Monday Madness? Did y'all see the incentive Trump was to implement to encourage encourage number one, have children, and two, give a trophy of honor if you birth 6 kids.
What?
So, implement to encourage one
Is
half.
it white America or for all Americans?
White Americans.
I'm thinking white Americans because they're trying to depopulate us, so I assume they wouldn't be talking about us.
The white birth population is down.
Yeah, because they're getting outnumbered, and that's the common fear for them is they're getting washed out, and they can see it. You see more black and brown people anywhere than you do white people, no matter where you at. So they're trying to, that she said that man is crazy, wanted women to have multiple kids, yet cut the child tax credit. Yeah, I was gonna say it was just cut too. Help the families thrive, to them be implemented, but then encourage procreation of multiples is diabolical. Yeah.
Wow, that is so.
Yeah, just send it. Start sending it in the future. Start sending that in the group. Start sending it in the group, and then we can pull it up. Because, yeah, well, if you mention it at the end, then it won't even be. When I'm in here, I guess I can give me time to pull up the video real quick or whatever.
Wow. So let me get this tax thing right. He already cut the tax credit that you get for the children, but he's going to give you an incentive. What do you get if you have more kids?
A trophy.
A trophy. Can you eat that trophy? Can that trophy pay any bills to help them kids? Can't get no diapers, no Similac, no baby clothes. A trophy. It's like you're mocking somebody or teasing them. Women, I hope you do not fall for that. I hope you have better sense. That reminds me of a joke that Michelle says. She calls her 3 daughters fuck trophies. She said that's what they are. The kids are fuck trophies. Y'all remember her saying that? You hearing her say that?
Who said that?
No, Michelle Pucciarelli would say that in her joke cassette. She would call them fuck trophies. That she would call her the kids. That's what the kids are. So you don't need to get a trophy.
Aquarius, what was the source that you was watching? Because she said then he wants the government to teach about women's periods, ovulation, and then OBGYNs to report period problems to the government. He proposed giving $5,000 to these women. What was the source?
Wow.
Yeah, shoot. $5,000.
Has an agenda right now, so I don't know, what source you have, because some of these news sources don't be credible. So I don't know where you read it or whatever, not assuming. But
shoot, $5,000, I'll try to get pregnant.
$5,000, I like to see you do it.
Yeah, for real.
It's going to be paid for, David, but you can do it.
Shoot.
Go, if you want to get pregnant, David, I'm gonna watch.
Keep fucking with some of the white women in Baltimore, you might. Everything ain't what you see. Everything ain't what you see in Baltimore.
And then after they tax your $5,000, you're gonna be left with $2,000.
Bruce Lee, what you talking about? What's your name, Bruce Lee? Oh no.
What's your name, Wally?
Stupid, y'all, that is unreal. At $5,000, that's not. Look, they didn't tell you they're gonna tax the hell out of that $5,000, and you probably. It's a trick bag. Don't fall for it.
Trust me, I got kids. $5,000 don't even touch the bag.
That ain't $5,000. That ain't.
They don't even touch it.
You gonna be gone. That $5,000 is gonna be gone within a couple of months. Within a couple, or if not the month.
But if you take $5,000 and you don't show what you invested in it and you don't spend it, then that might
You got children to have a baby. You won't have to invest it in that baby.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
My kids suck up $5,000 like it's air.
People should have never been fucking for money anyway. So if you fucking for money still, then I mean,
what do you think they've been fucking for? What else to fuck for? Shit.
Should even do a relationship is
the man gonna want his half. Give me my half. I made you have a baby. He get $250. She get $250. He could run off with his $250, but you want to pay diapers and Similac with your $250. Don't forget tax. They gonna tax it. So your $150. You'll be sitting in the trick bag, and it's gonna be a lot of them little black boxes filled around America at the firehouse. What them look? They gonna have to have condominium black boxes.
You can't do that.
Nah, they gonna have fucking mamas on milk cartons
for white people. You can't do that for nobody specific. The way I don't know, the way y'all think a lot of stuff is gonna go for whatever reason, a lot of shit just can't go that way. It's not back then. You know, people are not gonna just be like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're slaves now. That's just not gonna.
It ain't gonna go like that, but it's funny to think about it. Shit.
No.
I done got so much fucking material fucking with Trump.
Yeah, that's that is true. I'm running around the kitchen now for the white man. It's like, no, man.
Not for the white man. That's a joke in itself. I'm running around the kitchen for the white man. Shit.
But it's like, you already cut the tax credit, so does that $5,000 supposed to make up for the tax credit that he cut? I mean, it's
I don't know.
And they're talking about he's getting ready to cut Medicaid. They said that. But now what's gonna happen? All these kids, this woman have 6 kids. She got 6 trophies. They cut her Medicaid. They cut the food stamps. She can't take care of them. It's going to be hurtful. Even if you marry.
Anybody can think that he's doing a good job. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. I don't see how nobody can think he's doing a good job. Because it's starting to get some things. I was like, oh, okay, it might be, at least you're thinking about it. But then your actions is crazy.
Well, it's only his first 100 days. He got 97 days. Let's see what he do in the next 3 days.
Hey, what's going on with the new pope?
What new pope?
They didn't.
That's my point. That's my point.
It's gonna take a month.
They have to go through a conclave, David, and the conclave takes like 6 weeks. Well, all the
y'all gotta read y'all comments and shit too.
David, can you see the comments?
Molly said if they own everything the baby needs, then they'll get the money right back. It's just a game. I'm like, because of HIPAA, how the fuck are you gonna get doctors to now report women who have progesterone and period issues to the government?
That's a good point. Who brought that point up? That's good. Excellent.
That's AQ said that.
That's a good.
I thought Trump was gonna have us concentration camps by now. Yeah, that type of stuff. I wasn't thinking about that type of stuff, but some things they let go by.
Concentration camp ain't concentration camp like you think of it back then. Just like slavery wouldn't be the new. It'd be new slavery.
Now on Pfizer, Medicare, D&E are covering half. The black pope. Oh nah, I'm sorry. Even I don't think that's right. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
What's that?
That don't look good.
A black pope.
Just like I accepted Black Santa, but I was just like,
why you couldn't have a black pope?
I know who the other one is. I don't know.
Do you think that they're gonna let you have a black pope?
Well,
there's been 2 black popes already.
No, I know there's Cardinals, yeah.
The
But I
ceremony.
mean,
There's been 2 black popes.
Black people
The
there.
motherfucker that set up Valentine's Day was black. The
Yeah,
pope
you
that did Valentine's Day was black.
there
when
was
they
the
had
one
that
that
little,
was
I
masculine.
forgot what you call it, but he was doing that. It was a black
one-
man in there.
The one that was going around killing people and molesting children was black.
Nah,
You said
this
Valentine,
was
Pope Valentine.
this was 600 years ago.
Oh, that's Saint Valentine. I'm thinking of Saint Valentine. I mean,
St.
where-
Valentine's Day is the mob. That's Chicago. That's St. Valentine. That's when they shot the motherfuckers in the bar on Valentine's Day. That's St. Valentine's Day. That was the mob shooting up. Yeah. Valentine's Day was about the motherfucker, the Pope that set up Valentine's Day. That shit was like 600 years ago.
the one that was molesting people.
I don't know about all that and shit, but I know he was black.
He was.
Well, what the fuck? Back then, everybody was molesting everybody. Shit. The damn the damn Catholic Church was a trap house.
It
Shit.
still is. What you mean was? And that was
Well, I'm just saying.
no time
What's
in
a trap
jail.
house? What'd you say was a trap?
The Catholic Church. He said the Catholic Church was a trap house.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. Anybody who knows anything knows that. Yeah.
You go in that motherfucker like party over here.
Whatever kind you like.
Yeah.
And they go Dominus Omnis and everything is resolved in forgiveness. Dominus Omnis. I don't know how they.
Don and who?
All I know is I would be saying, "Can I have the knife, please?"
Please. I want the knife.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
I have to mess
You do
somebody up. I have to bust
You
you up
do it
real
right.
bad. But no, that is so. Well, I need to listen to that news source because the news source that I listened to, the World News, all it talked about was the war in Russia, and I didn't want to bring that to the show because I know y'all tired of hearing about with Russia.
Yeah.
Oh, but China.
I'm tired of white people killing white people.
You know, do
But
you know you can't be
South Korea getting into it now. Kim
Do you-
Jong
do you
Un
know-
sent soldiers and ammunition on over there. Kim Jong Un about to get into that fight. Where does that leave America? If Russia and China or Kim Jong Un, South Korea. Wait a minute. Is he North or South Korea?
It's North Korea.
Yeah.
He's a motherfucker. He's a little midget dude with the funny haircut.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman's friend.
Yeah. Yeah, that nigga.
Yeah.
Do you know you can't be a cardinal in a church, and you can't be a cardinal until you're a priest of the Satanist church.
The who?
A priest of the what?
The Satanist church.
What's the Satanist
You gotta
church?
molest the child to be a cardinal. What you just said?
Like the Church of Satan and jumping on, like the devil worshiping jumping.
What the fuck is a church of Satan?
It's a church that worships the
Where
devil.
you reading this at? Is that
Where the fuck you reading this stuff at?
That's in the back.
And David, at some point we got to draw the line on this nonsense. It might be motherfuckers that's listening and really want to believe shit.
And I'm telling you, it's true. You'll go there.
And that's in the Church of the Poison Mind.
I learned that.
Look, this is
I learned-
purpose. It's just like calling the psychic hotline. This is Althea and her friends. So
Not Althea and her friends.
So if they
Miss who you calling, Miss Cleo?
It's not call me now. It's not the viewpoint of the Morning Back Show. David has his own opinion, and David has his own.
That's not my opinion. No,
And David is fighting for his opinion.
I learned that when I was studying like Illuminati and all that mess.
Wait a minute, David. Wait a minute. I gotta speak up here now. David, you were studying Illuminati. So you were reading up on one crazy thing and got some more crazy information and felt like you needed to share it.
Yep. Yeah.
This nigga said I was reading up on the Illuminati, which I know is true. So I ran across some more crazy shit. So that got to be true too.
And then what did they say about the Church of Scientology? I know they got to be in there too. What they say about them? That they supposed to be Illuminati.
They're not fully Illuminati. They believe in the words of some crazy nut or whatever.
Fred,
the one that has that crazy hat and everything.
So
Tom Hanks.
No, Tom Hanks.
No,
Scientology.
no. Tom Hanks got a lot of people in it though.
Motherfucker in Mission Impossible.
That's how he getting all them roles.
Yeah, he got
Scientology must work or something. I don't know what they're doing, but he is Mission Impossible, Mr. Mission Impossible. If another Mission Impossible come out, this is overkill. Just like Friday the 13th, it's too many Halloweens. Now it's too many Mission Impossible. It's too many Fast and the Furious. What they gonna do? I mean, come on now, there's too many. I don't want to see it. Everybody need to go and see and support Sinners because that was definitely good. Did y'all see that yet? That was a good.
People are saying that you shouldn't go see Sinners because it has a voodoo influence on it.
It have a Christian influence on it, a voodoo influence, a Celtic heretic influence on it. They talk about all religion.
Mm.
So why you going to say if they include everything in the pot, one season don't stand out more than the other season? All of it meshes together to make the gumbo. So one thing
that's what the next. Because I don't know. I don't give a damn because I'm going to see it regardless.
It's a good flick.
Yeah.
Shoot, and how many of us know about roots and working roots and whatever, and voodoo is.
I don't. You do. I don't.
Yeah,
you do.
I know about working roots. I haven't worked, but I know.
What you know about them, Reese?
I've known people in the family to work with. We hear stories.
My bad. Not cutting y'all off. I'm just catching up with the comments. Josh said that there's actually been three black popes. I think he's responding to. Molly said they take things away to make you accept it more when they bring it back.
Give it back. Yeah.
And then they've been feeding us for good. But that's been a long time ago. I think he's talking about the Black Vaticans or whatever. And DJ Slick.
They were more.
He's back.
They were Moors. They were black Moor Pope. They were Moors. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But it's still a nigga. Same thing.
That's what the Moor mean. I ain't seen no white Moors.
They were Moors. They niggas. Yeah.
Yeah, I done seen some white Africans, but I have not seen any white Moors.
Nope. Because there are no more.
There are no more Moors.
Yes. I seen a junk where they said the Moors is the one that cleaned up Europe because they
did.
They
brought civilization to Europe.
You all know how I feel about poop and junk like that. No,
about who?
How you feel about what? Baltimore?
No,
about poop. about
David don't like
Baltimore, same thing.
They said
David don't like doo-doo.
They said you had a. They said you back then you had to walk around with an umbrella because they felt an honor. It was an honor. It was an honor to poop and junk. They said the streets was filled with poop.
No, they said that's the reason. Nasty and trifling. They had no septic.
They said that's the reason why high heels was invented.
And no,
oh shit!
The reason why they
shit, David.
And the bugs, the rats and the stuff, because they threw their garbage out the window. They threw their
poop. That's the reason why you had to walk around with an umbrella because they said people would throw their poop out the windows and all.
Wait a minute, you think they had umbrellas back then?
The eyelashes.
I'm just saying. Them motherfuckers throwing poop out the window, but they got umbrellas. Shit.
Right now.
They felt it was an honor. They felt.
Then the
I'm
woman
telling- let
clothes
me see if I
drug
can
in the,
find
in the
this mess.
street. The dress is drug in the dirt. So if you walking and you're a lady, your stuff drug in the dirt.
And that's why they made high heels.
And they
Them
didn't.
motherfuckers were bare. Them motherfuckers were barefooted.
They said the
High
more.
heels
They said the
for
Moors. They said
dignitary.
they said the Moors is the one that taught them how to wash their ass and junk and all because they felt it was a
Stop
it was
saying
unclean.
they say and read it for yourself. You do your study to show yourself improve. Don't tell a story that somebody told you. Study and know for yourself. Read for
That's
yourself.
what I did.
Do your own research.
What Molly say about high heels? What?
They were
He
invented for
agreed.
men.
Oh yeah, Phoenix said that. I remember that.
Yeah. So they weren't stepping food.
Why
Yeah,
would
didn't
they?
you see Superfly? Shit.
Yeah.
Them stacks. Them say high heels with stacks. Oh, funny.
The platforms with the fish in my shoes, like Fly Guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you something. That's what I want.
So you won't step in poop, so you can see the shoes with glass bottoms, so you can see the shit you step in.
They fed the fish.
Right, he got fish in the shoes.
When that sucker broke, that was hilarious. He was walking, broke the fish tank. Oh man! If that could
Quite obviously, this show has gone in the wrong direction.
And look, it's Monday Madness, and and I was talking about
And David, we not fucking with you, David. We just fucking with you.
David. No, David reads some stuff, so he can say, "Hi, it's right here." I told you.
Uh-huh.
They didn't know how to wash their ass. He said, "Wash."
No, yeah, because they would cover the smell with perfume and not actually whoosh.
Bathe, right? They did not
Yeah.
bathe. They only bathe once. One of the most revered queens only bathed once a year. What she said, one time in her life, and that's when she got married.
Because it was opposite. They thought women with funky booty was the best or something like that.
Oh shit! Maybe that was it.
I almost threw up when I read the mess.
That's that savage stuff. Ugh. No.
Oh, they wasn't made to be okay. He telling you what he researched, not what he heard. She always saying somebody said something.
As long as he said not what I experienced, I'm good.
Yeah, as long as you ain't say that, you still in the clear. In my book.
He didn't say it yet, David. I know you experienced some woman not washing, David.
Toilets and sewers was almost non-existent.
One of them crackheads, one of them alcoholics, David. Wasn't
I found it. I'm gonna send it to Molly.
Mingled with the general filth that
all right, no, just send it to the group and I can pull it up.
All right.
Because I don't know if Molly's still able to pull it. I don't know. Molly, can you put it in if you send it? Was this about the poop or the washing? David was like, I know what I'm talking about. These people wasn't washing, they was pooping in the streets.
I want to hear about the umbrellas.
It's going to talk about it as soon as she pulls it up.
Where'd you send it, Pooh?
The morning chat.
I want to know who came up with the button on the umbrella.
I don't see.
I know that's gonna be Jam.
It looked like Molly sent in some stuff for you to pull up or something too. I see some stuff in the group chat. I see attachments popping up in the group chat.
Let me see.
Okay. That probably was me.
Okay. Let me set it up. Can y'all see it?
No, not yet. It's not up yet.
All right, now I gotta share the screen again. Let me know when it comes up, and y'all can see
It's
it.
up there. You can go ahead and play the video. Make sure you
Some up.
you play it.
There it is. Yeah.
All right, let me make sure I go to full screen. Well, this is the full screen for this.
Europe, the streets of medieval cities were notorious for their foul stench. In an age without proper sanitation, people would simply relieve themselves wherever they could, often right on the streets. The concept of toilets and sewers was all leading to a landscape filled with human waste. The air was thick with the putrid odor of feces, mingled with the general filth that accumulated in the bustling streets. It was so bad that nobles and peasants alike had to wear high boots just to navigate through the muck without soiling their feet. The lack of cleanliness and hygiene wasn't just unpleasant. It was a public health disaster waiting to happen. As the situation worsened, diseases like the Black Plague spread rapidly, exacerbated by the filth and lack of knowledge about sanitation. The arrival of the Moors marked a turning point for Europe, bringing not only advances in medicine, architecture, and education, but also much-needed sanitation practices. They introduced systems of running water, bathhouses, and even primitive sewers, which drastically improved the quality of life. Before their influence, European cities were breeding grounds for disease, where the stench of waste was a constant reminder of the lack of basic hygiene.
Oh,
The
y'all
Moors'
nasty.
contribution to hygiene was revolutionary, and their sophisticated
Y'all funny.
infrastructure helped pave the way for a cleaner and healthier Europe. With their arrival, the streets slowly transformed from disease-ridden alleys to bustling marketplaces where people could walk without stepping into piles of human waste. It was a dramatic shift that not only improved public health, but also changed the way Europeans lived their day-to-day lives.
That was a good one, David. Thank you, David, for that. That was a good one.
Who sent that in?
An
David
African
Green.
David, I still ain't hear about the umbrella though.
He did.
I know.
He-
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you, David.
But that was a good piece, David.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard that one before.
And
Yeah.
we knew that they brought civilization to much needed nasty ass Europe.
Yeah.
What that mean? What they call people of color savages and this and that. It means absolutely nothing. What do it mean when they say that? Oh, people.
But
of
that's the
color
shit they trying to erase. They trying to forget that
are
shit.
dumb and ignorant. Absolutely nothing, because when the most highest prestigious university is in Timbuktu, and that's in Mali, and where Africa, it means absolutely nothing. It means we're the beginning and the ending. That's what that means. Absolutely nothing. Civilization, folks of color, and I mean all colors.
Yeah, well, you know, shit, we started in Africa and moved out. So
Pull us up. I'm not cutting you off, Phil, but Reese, you got to pull us back up because all you see is the background.
Oh shit!
You got to do that every time. Yeah, there you go. You got to do that every time you present.
Okay.
And what was you saying, Phil? My bad. I just want to draw up on the screen.
I don't even remember. It was some bullshit. Whatever.
I was saying about education and about us. Talking about saying that we invented what, that we were like the center of what creation, people of color, that is. Because I noticed that all cultures have a civilization. Every you know, everyone has a different beginning, but it's still the beginning of their culture and their civilization.
It all started in Africa and we moved out from Africa.
And the only beginning of the European, when they talk about Europe, that's the only country that was ran amok, that was so filthy like that. When I go research other histories, other countries, other cultures, it wasn't like that. And I was like, why was they the only one nasty? So, you know, as far as the diseases and throwing crap and just that living like pigs.
I'd be trying to study history too if it was publicly known and I couldn't wash my ass. Just sitting on the street and washing, you know, not washing my ass sound like some zoo shit. So I would have been
and if you want to talk about voodoo, that's voodoo right there.
I would have did the same thing. I'd have tried to do something.
Because it's
And like all them motherfuckers that used to they
All
motherfuckers
right,
used to think castles and shit was so cool. That was the worst living ever.
The worst
Motherfuckers that lived in castles, them were the
yeah,
most fucked up places ever.
Hey, 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 Reese. Hey,
Yeah.
Reese, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you another one. I sent you the wrong one.
Okay.
Yeah, you had to go 3 miles down to get to the river to get some fresh water to put in the bathtub. You weren't making too many trips up and down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why y'all ain't shower too often, because somebody had to go get the shit. I see the link up. It's in the private
Yeah,
chat, Reese.
I send
It's
it.
in the private chat. On StreamYard private chat.
Nah. I'm sorry.
On Facebook.
So David, take the link and put it in the private chat right here.
Hey y'all, I gotta run in the store. I'll be right back.
Okay. Take the link
Get
that
some
you just
toilet
put in
paper, fill and some soap.
David, take the link that you just put in the group chat and put it in the private chat right here for Reese to pull up.
All right.
Just copy and paste the link
Oh,
that you just
copy and
put in the
paste.
group chat. Copy and paste it, and then just copy and paste it to the chat right here. 1, 2, and done.
You copy it yet, David?
No, I sent it to the morning chat.
Okay, let me go there, and I'll let me go there.
Yeah.
In addition, they are very heavy, and when there is an emergency, they will solve it on the spot. And when the banquet is over, you may find that you may see gold or orange juice on the.
Okay, let me. I know y'all probably can't see it because I think I took it down to get back in.
Whole lot of bacon pan back there. They ain't paying nothing up yesterday.
Oh damn.
Yeah, there it is.
So how many packs in general, like for instance, when it's time to like make a solid, but just like
to cover up the smell of, and the invention of princess dresses to facilitate open defecation. This really happened in Europe, full of romance. Medieval Europe may be dirty, and you can't imagine, with mountains of feces on the walls, and urine and feces everywhere in the city. Even the Palace of Versailles is full of gold. Walking down the street, you'd better have an umbrella, because of poop to avoid stepping of high heels, the invention of high heels to avoid stepping on, the invention of perfume to cover up the smell of, and the invention of princess dresses to facilitate open defecation. This really happened in Europe, full of romance. Medieval Europe may be dirty, and you can't imagine, with mountains of feces on the walls, and urine and feces everywhere in the city. Even the Palace of Versailles is full of gold. Walking down the street, you'd better have an umbrella, because a poop could fall from the sky, and medieval ladies wore gorgeous princess dresses, and the group was very large. In addition, they are very heavy, and when there is an emergency, they will solve it on the spot, and when the banquet is over, you may find that you may see gold or orange juice on the floor, chairs, or even on the table. In order to solve the problem of smell, King Louis XIV of France, who did not like to bathe, invented perfume to cover up the smell of feces and body odor. The appearance of perfume made the nobles flock to it, and since then perfume has become a luxury among the nobles, in order not to get feces on their feet. Europeans also invented high heels and stockings as a must-have for men, and the tallest heels were even 50 centimeters high, which shows how high the pile of dung is. Ignorant feudal thinking controlled the European church, saying that God created all things, including dust and excrement, for which the inhabitants were not ashamed of open defecation. On the contrary, it is proud, coupled with the extremely high population density of the town, and there is no bathroom at home, which makes the whole city like a big dung pit. No wonder even Voltaire sighed. It was a dirty and barbaric time.
It was a dirty and barbaric time. Yeah, I would try to erase that too. If I had that hanging on my heels, yeah, definitely.
Do you know how to pick strawberries?
Definitely, I would definitely try to erase that too.
But that makes sense because I mean schedule. So I'm not looking for that. I'm thinking like you get drinks all day. You stop, stand on the side, drinking shit. I ain't think about that.
So definitely that. Oh wow. That was. Thank you, David, for that disgusting moment in European history. David Green. He gave us one moment in time. So we got it. But they don't get it. You tell them that look, teach them that. That's what they need to learn in school. That's their history. Teach them their history. Now, they don't teach you that in school, do they?
No, that's.
They should.
I
They
just find it funny. Them Africans were like, hey, you all need to wash your ass. This don't make no sense. Just
they was like, oh, not any dung on our expensive silk and linens.
yeah. Yep. I told you they would poop and throw it out the window and junk. I told you.
Well, and they would walk through it and do it in the city because it was a
Oh,
proud
yeah.
thing. Because the ignorance of them and their church, and if they believed in the Bible, it said cleanliness is next to godliness. They talk about being clean in the Bible. They was washing feet and stuff. They wasn't nasty like Europe was. And if you go to
there was a I don't know if you say ritual or whatever like that, but you know what I mean, at the church I used to go to or whatever. No, they would I think communion. They would do the around Easter or whatever. They would do the feet washing.
There was reenacting when Jesus washed the servant's feet. That's not a ritual. Reenacting a part out the Bible. That's all they doing. And the alabaster box. You remember when the girl washed Jesus' feet with her hair? So
we all had a wash each other's feet, whatever like that. No, which was was cool, but some of them needed a pre-wash.
Except for when he washed all the
some needed a pre-wash before the ritual or whatever. You don't sit there.
That's not a ritual. That's a reenactment, David.
Well.
You know the difference between a ritual. Look up ritual, and it was and it was this just like them putting on a play. The church watched y'all do this, right? So y'all was acting. You was one of each other.
The whole church did it. The whole church did it.
The whole church washed each other's foot.
Yeah.
Ooh, did you get Miss Jenkins' feet with them hangnails with her terrible feet?
I forgot whose feet I got. I think it was Brother Percy.
You have to watch your Brother Percy feet. Percy was like, "Ooh, David, I like that. Come see me later."
Yeah. Like I said, some people needed a pre-wash before the junk.
Their feet was that messed up. Ew, I wouldn't have did it. I was like, Pastor, his feet stink. I ain't putting Pastor, he scratched me with them talons he got. Pastor, these not feet, these hooves. Pastor, they'd been tired of me.
Nobody wanted Aunt D's feet. No, nobody wanted Aunt D's feet. Aunt D, oh my goodness. Aunt D was she was possessed. She was like literally possessed with a demon for years. And I didn't understand it like as a kid. I just seen it as entertainment. I just seen it as entertainment. You know what I mean? This is no lie.
What was she doing? She doing stuff bad? Was she attacking people?
That's what I'm going to explain. She would come in, she would sit down at her own spot by herself. She would wait, then she would get up and she would sing without him I would be nothing. Without him I would fail, like a ship without a sail or whatever like that. No, then she'll get up and give this big, emotional testimony and everything. Now she'll say, "Pray my strength in the Lord." Sit down, and then she'll say, "Get off me! I told you to stay home." That's what she would do.
It means
and it would be nobody there. She had her people were so scared of her. She had her own section, her own pew or whatever.
So y'all said she was possessed because she was schizophrenic.
Well, when
nobody stopped to think that she need mental help. Nobody was there to aid
that's part of my, like how I look at it now compared to, like I said, when I was a kid, it was entertainment. It was just like, oh, what is because she would go off.
The other people,
welcome back. I see you.
I'm talking about the other people in your church.
The other people were scared of her. That's part of the point that's part of the point that I'm talking about. Like like
Scared of
now
freaking-
as an adult, I'm starting to understand that, you know what I mean, Aunt D was literally like mentally suffering or whatever, you know what I mean. I call it possessed,
David,
you
you gotta
call
talk
it
about
schizophrenia or whatever, but whatever
David
it
was
was,
saying that the lady, I'm catching Trey up real quick. David was saying that the lady in his church, Aunt D, they thought she was possessed because she displayed signs of schizophrenia. Because
Oh,
she
you
no,
stake
no, no, no,
stake
no.
through a
I
chest or
said
give a silver bullet or something. Give a piece of garlic. Put some garlic in the communion shit.
yeah. So yeah, like the whole time until she died. You know what I mean? Nobody didn't pray over her. Nobody didn't try to cast no demons out or nothing. They just let her just suffer.
So what? How
And
bad was it? How bad was it? And this is I'm asking you, David. How bad was it for the people of the church? That I mean, you're supposed to have the power of God and all of that stuff.
that's my point. Exactly. That's my point. But like I said, as a kid, I didn't see it like that. As a kid, I just seen it as entertainment. You know what I mean? I just seen it as, oh, you know what I mean? I wonder who Aunt D's gonna cuss out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This time or something like that. No, you know what I mean? Like I used to get in trouble sometimes. You never know, because I'll be laughing. I'll be laughing, and my mom will smack me like, "On your business."
I would too.
You know what I mean?
But has she ever tried to hurt anybody?
Yeah, disrespectful little ass.
Oh, her imaginary friend? Yeah, she tried to hurt.
No, Dave. I'm talking about, has she ever attacked any
Oh,
real
my
people?
coat. I told you to stay home. Yeah, like.
So the answer is no. She ain't attacked nobody.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No.
She attacked nobody.
No.
So you
No.
see, if that was a real demon and she was possessed, all of y'all in that church be done messed up. Then
Yeah,
that-
that's for you.
Yeah, but I blame, huh? How old was she? I don't know. She was
I
old.
said, how
She
old
was
are you? How old are you?
47.
So okay, so 47 years ago, they didn't know nothing about schizophrenia. Like they didn't know what that was at that time. Because I'm just trying to understand why they think they went straight to demon possessed versus like mental health.
No. They didn't know. No, I'm not. I don't know what they thought. I'm talking about, you know what I mean, how, you know, how you sit back and you reminisce or whatever like that. No, I think she was possessed because some of the actions and everything, though, that she was doing and all. But all I know is all
What the fuck is she doing?
she was cussing
you
back.
okay? You missed earlier. I'm just gonna do a short version. She would get up. She would sing a song. She would sing it. You know what I mean? Without him, I would be nothing. Without him, I would fail. Now this is every week. The same routine. She would do that, and then she'll say,
So y'all was scared of her.
Then she'll get up and she'll do a testimony or whatever like that and all. And then she'll sit down and she'll say, "Pray my strength in the Lord." Then she'll sit down and then she'll turn around and say, Did I tell you, get off my coat? This. And she had her own pew. I remember one time. No, my mom is somebody that not to play with, but you know what I mean. It was a big event. So and I think we came late or something. No, Aunt D, and because she always Sister Ro always drove Aunt D. Aunt D, I think at the time was like 60, 70 years old or something. Well,
why y'all let
my
that
mom
demon in
sat.
Why
My
y'all
mom
let that
sat.
demon in y'all church and y'all afraid to get it out?
My mom sat where Aunt D sits at, and Aunt D walked by and she said, "That's my seat." That's the first time I see my mom buck. I mean, I see my mom like she literally got up out, and I was like, "Not Melissa Roberts," you know what I mean? But yeah, Aunt D was nobody to mess with. Like
that was her seat.
So y'all let the demon in the church and y'all was afraid to get it out.
Yep.
That's the point I'm getting at.
See, y'all ain't believing the power of God then, cause y'all
exactly.
They knew that lady wasn't no demon or wasn't possessed. They knew she was mental, and nobody cared enough to help her go
They-
through counseling? How did Aunt D
the,
get to church
the,
every day?
the
Who
story,
said, who brought her to church?
the story how I got was she was a very a beautiful woman, you know what I mean, was sane and everything like that. No, a couple guys
Raped her.
yeah
So she
gang
was
raped her,
SA.
and then her mind just went. So I don't know if they like
Put a demon
I
in her.
said, huh?
I thought you was gonna say you ain't know if they put a demon in her or not.
No, I'm talking about the church. I don't know if they allowed it because they felt sorry for her or what. But like I said, I was in that church. I started going to that church at age 7. I stopped going I probably was in that church like 8 years, and
And your mom was in the church too. She's still in the church.
no, that church. If I'm not mistaken, I think that church is
Burned down?
gone. Spiritually, yeah.
Oh no! See, y'all should have
Yeah.
helped that lady.
was
She
the
came
wrong
back to the
place.
church.
And
Then you
that's
talk
the
about
no the pastor
churches of the devil. Did you say
the,
churches of the devil? That's y'all. You was going to a church of the devil because y'all
The,
supposed to be among saints and
Yeah,
y'all
you-
wasn't nothing but sinners.
the pastor he ended up dying with some kind of mental disease like dementia and
Church of the
and
poison mind.
this the mother of the church,
Get up, y'all.
they said on her deathbed she was cussing people out and everything like that and seeing the you know what I mean, and I told you just like you said out there, I told mom, I said mom, I said this is karma for Aunt D suffering like that.
All of them suffered. They didn't have get that lady no help, but all of them suffered at the end. See,
Yeah.
it'll come back. That's why you don't play. Don't play with God. Don't play with religion. Some things you don't play with. I don't play with voodoo. Some things I don't play with none of that stuff because I don't want no parts of it. Keep it over there. I'm a spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. Religious is when you sometimes they thumping the Bible and they saying one thing and doing another. I believe in God. I know there is a God. I know there's the Most High. But the way all these people practice it and call themselves serving them, I don't no. If you hurting or doing something or see another person in pain or hurt or misery, and you a good person to let that go on, that means you a good person. No, thank you. I don't subscribe to that. Sorry. People always say, "Oh, but they're a good person." Oh, did you hear about such and such? They did this and they did that. Oh, but they're a good person. Is that conflicting?
Yeah.
But they're a good person.
Or they sit there and say, go and come to church. Oh, I got it. Oh, just come as you are. As soon as you show up there and church is over with. Did you see what so and so was wearing?
Oh, but they're a good person. I just it's man. That's man made. That religious stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So do good. You know good. You know right from wrong in your heart.
Yeah.
And then for those who don't, teach them. And then you know, but all that other craziness. Poor Aunt D.
Yeah. Yes,
and y'all let the spectacle go on. You know, churches do have visitors. So what did y'all say to the visitors that came to visit the church? What did y'all say? I mean, because if I was coming, I saw that in that church, I wouldn't go back to that church. If I saw Aunt D, and and you run. Let me tell you why. Because nobody comforted Aunt D. Nobody went to her. They didn't even go to her to put the blanket over her when she got it. The Holy Ghost did it. Probably not.
Yeah, because they didn't want that spirit on it.
You know, how you gonna be scared? Pastor should have been over there laying hands on AD.
Yes. That's what I've always wondered that. I was like, why is nobody? Oh, did somebody fart?
Where's Elsa, David? Where's Elsa?
The church was for the community, so like meaning you would be finding outreach stuff for somebody who's dealing with something like. I'm just surprised everybody was actually they didn't know what mental health stuff was.
Look, Trey, they probably didn't care. I'm surprised nobody
Yeah,
cared enough.
that's what
How did she get to church?
She probably
David?
didn't have no money.
it
Which
was. Sister Rowe, Sister Rowe would drive her to the church
Okay,
every
so Sister Rowe
week.
knew her. So Sister
Yeah.
Rowe wasn't scared of her.
No. But Sister Rowe, I can't blame. I mean not blame, but I can't explain Sister Rowe. Sister Rowe she was actually an evangelist of the church, but she was how can I explain it? She was more like a gangster evangelist. You know what I mean? I can't explain her. I can't explain her. Like
She the one
she
that
was
was
a
talking
rebel.
all the kids, telling y'all, "Shut up, listen to the word."
She was a rebel. She was like a rebel. Like, you know what I mean? Like if somebody, you know what I mean?
So why did she go over to Sister D?
I
Or
don't
Mama D?
know. Like to this day, I still, like I said, I still reminisce and think about exactly what you said. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Especially if I'm reading in the scriptures when it's talking about, you know what I mean, having the power and casting out demons and healing the body.
That's just it.
Healing.
Everybody
No, I'm just saying in general, like casting out demons, healing the body and everything like that. Not one person was like, here, come over here and let me pray for you. Whether it's schizophrenia or whatever.
David, did you read in the Bible the chapter or the verses where they said that if you false and you go to try to exercise a demon, you go in one way and you flee 7 ways. That demon, when they went in there in God's name and
who was Moses talking to in that burning bush?
look, the weed, and they was supposed to be exercising, and they said the demon jumped in them, had everybody out there that went in there running.
She did get her own section, Molly.
Yeah,
she got but with nobody, you know, she wasn't possessed, she was neglected. That's what she was, neglected. Yeah. She was not possessed, she was neglected, and she was neglected by the members of the church that said that they come in God and they come in peace and they put God out there, you know, and then how they gonna do that to her? That's sad.
Yeah, every week.
A bunch of damn hypocrites, but most of them.
And I don't know. I really don't know how long. But like I said, I was in that church 8 years, and this is every single. It was the same routine for at least the 8 years that I was there. I don't even know how long she she's been going to that church. And I you know, like I said, you know, to this day, I sit there and like reminisce and feel bad for her, because I'm like, she was really mentally struggling, and nobody, you know what I mean? But then again, it says Beelzebub can't cast out Beelzebub, so
devils can't cast out devils.
Yep.
Wow. That's true. That reminds me of that movie I saw, The Devil Within. He was casting. They thought he was casting out devils, making people better. He was bringing more devils forth. Okay, you all right now? You all right now? They were spreading it like the plague. But
Molly said Moses caught a contact.
Moses caught a contact on the burning bush. Yeah, he did. Yeah, everybody at Mount Sinai, he said there was smoke filled the air, and everybody would go into a trance state. The mountain of transfiguration. That's why I think it's transfiguration, if I'm saying it right. There was a trance state. Everybody was there. They was up in the cloud. They was high. They must got some good stuff, because everybody was experiencing the same thing. That was some good stuff. Whatever they was burning in that club Wednesday, I ain't never gonna forget it. I ain't gonna. I ain't never felt like that. Never again.
I didn't know you was allowed to smoke weed in arenas and stuff like that.
I didn't know you was either, but I guess they was doing it for 420. But how come they don't let you smoke cigarettes inside, but you can smoke weed inside?
Cigarettes
I don't
poison.
care because cigarette. That's what I was
Yeah,
about to say.
weed.
Cigarettes poison,
Yeah,
but
weed,
they
yeah.
don't want you no cigarette. You know, and I get that because I can't sit around cigarette smoke. I've been done fell out, but when they smoking weed, it don't bother me like that. Like cigarette smoke do. Cigarette smoke cut my breath. This man walking by had a
Yeah,
cigarette, and
yeah,
I didn't even see him, but I was like, and I'm like,
yeah.
what is that? Cut your breath.
You
And
call
men
them baby lungs.
I got baby lungs,
Got
and
them
I got
baby
baby,
lungs.
and that's okay. I got baby lung. I know my lung capacity. I need my inhaler, my oxygen, all my stuff. So yeah, I accept the baby lungs. What can I do? I got a baby lungs and a big body. that's messed up. That's messed up. Okay,
Yeah.
Molly, you got anything to say? I was
I don't know. They be kicking me out all the time once I get going. But I was listening to Dave's story. You know, I was like, church people probably, probably was giving her respect though. You know, it's probably something she wanted, on her own. Like she wanted her own session. She don't like being bothered. So they give her space. And if she coming every week, she obviously enjoy it. So I don't think she was being neglect. I just think they was respecting this with, how she liked things. And people was all over their barrel. She probably have a
Molly,
problem. Like, you sitting on my friend. You said she talking to people. So obviously somebody sitting beside her. So they like let them sit over there, let her be in her zone. But as long as she coming to church, she making her donations, we're gonna let her be. But
Molly, it wasn't respect. It was fear. It was out of fear. Nobody sat in that section.
What's gonna happen if they did?
Huh?
like
if I, like I said, I only seen one person do it, and that was my mom, and that was because Aunt D was Sister Row and Aunt D was late, and you know what I mean. Mom decided to sit there for some reason. I don't know, but all I know is she got up when Aunt D was like, "That's my seat." So, and it shocked me because my mom was not, you know what I mean. But yeah, she's not a pushover though. But she got up and let Aunt D and whoever. And that's one thing I say about Aunt D. She, you know what I mean. She probably had schizophrenia or whatever, but she was very loyal because she brought the same demon or whatever and all with her to church. You know what I mean? It was the same one. So she was very loyal. She brought the same imaginary friend.
She's going to get that demon baptized. Yeah, I get it with the imaginary friend. But you said it changed after she was violated. That she started seeing, the mind shut down.
That's
Things to protect.
That's the story. That's the story that I was told or whatever. Matter of fact, I think it was Sister Road that told me that story. I think so.
Wow.
It was somebody because I asked because like I said I was curious and I was just like, you know what I mean, why did she do that or whatever like that, Don? And they was like, oh, you know what I mean, she was gang raped or whatever.
And they said she was sick after that.
Yeah, they said
they knew she was mentally sick.
She just lost her mind or whatever.
Well, wow. This has been another edition of the Morning Mac Show, Monday Madness. I'm upset. Thank you, AQ, for that story about Trump. I wish we had that information about they giving the bonuses. Well, what was they giving? They giving out trophies, and what else they giving out, Molly? They have children.
Well, we know they're not giving out condoms.
But they want you to have babies, and you
Yep.
know, so spread love the Brooklyn way. But you got to be careful, all these STDs out here now. Can't be no free love with the STIs, the STDs, the STIs, with all those, you know, the ickies, the pluckies. Be careful, y'all. While y'all trying to come up on $5,000 for each child.
Yeah.
Good luck. Peace. And you know, a good night. Oh, upcoming show. I gotta get the information from Tracy on May the 10th, and the upcoming show for Bill Page. We're moving into the 17th, the barbershop show. But I'll let Phil tell y'all more about that when he give you all the details about that. But that's in a couple of weeks, y'all. Definitely. But this Saturday is the opening of Sanford and Son, the musical.
That's right.
I want to go see that. I really do. David, you going to see that?
I might. I didn't know it was a musical.
Yeah. Sanford and Son. They got Phil singing it. I want to see, because I know it's going to be funny. I know it's going. They said Phil up there dancing and singing. Come on, Bubba. What you doing, Bubba? So that should be very interesting. And I don't know who they got to play Fred.
Yeah.
It's a Ricky Shackelford.
Ricky Shackelford is playing Fred.
Yeah.
Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning Mac
Yeah.
got the flavor, got the glow. Started right, let your energy flow.
Tomorrow, Turn Up Tuesday. We're going to turn up. Y'all go out and check out that music by Sly Ty. The album's out everywhere. It's called Under the Crimson Moon. Is that a place for Under the Cherry Moon? I don't know. But he said Under the Crimson Moon. Welcome to the place. That's my favorite line in that song. Not even here, the Morning Mac show, but welcome to the place. I love you guys. Look, and if I didn't see anybody or say speaking out, I'm speaking to everybody because I can't see people individually right now. Hey, David, y'all pray for my strength and help with my eyeballs. I've been reading out just more research coming out about the eyes. So I'm trying to find out what I can do to help this irreversible condition that the doctors say is irreversible. But now they got new research. I might have bionic eyes. Who knows? My sight. Who knows, Molly?
Yeah, I see LA just Preston. I see Aquarius. I see Skippy Woo Woo. I see
I love you all.
I think Mr. Brown. Or what's his name? Yeah, John Brown. I think John Brown.
I thank you. Oh, Tony Trice, I thank you.
Aquarius.
Tony Trice, that's Auntie. I know my Auntie. Thank you, Auntie. Yeah.
Jamari Sworn.
Thank you, Tamar. Thank you, AQ. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Slick Boo Boo. Thank you, Molly, Trey, and David Green. Thank you, baby. Thank you,
Hey,
Bill.
what's up?
I didn't forget
This is
you.
your hour, let your story unfold.
Shout out to Aunt D.
Aunt D, blessings.
Yes, she's finally at rest. Well, she's been dead, but at least. I don't know.
All right, tune in tomorrow. Turn up Tuesday, y'all. We love you. Peace. Molly, we out.